Hi there, it's Justin Leoy again, Park Slope Therapist, coming at you from Brooklyn, New York. I wanted to talk just quickly about something that came up in the Facebook Live yesterday and also comes up again and again with clients, and that's kind of the difference between guilt and shame. People often bump on this. There are a bunch of emotions that can come together around this. Guilt I put together with shame, embarrassment can come in, even worry that can be part of this. And sometimes as therapists, we will talk about positive and negative emotions, and I want to think all emotions are important and helpful in some way, but some just don't feel as good as the others. And this grouping definitely doesn't feel good, as helpful as it might be. And the helpfulness is what I want to talk about. The guilt gets a bad reputation, especially people who are just overburdened by a sense of guilt. Um, I think that if it isn't so stifling, it's part of our conscience. It kind of helps us point in the right direction. If we are doing something that isn't great and we feel guilty for it, that is actually a very healthy thing, so that we hopefully will then be spurred on to not do that again or to atone for it in some way. So it could be very helpful. I'm actually more worried when someone doesn't have any guilt. Then there's more of a concern. Guilt can guilt can point into a good direction as long as it doesn't overshadow you. Excuse me, which is what shame can do. Shame almost goes into a more sorry. Shame is more about you as a person. You could be a good person who feels guilty because of something not great that you did. Shame gives us the message that we are bad people, that we're intrinsically irredeemable in some way. Like we've gotten away from saying to a kid, "You're a bad boy," "You're a bad girl," or even like you're stupid. Like that your sense of self gets so squashed in that. But no, you're a kid and you did this thing wrong, and it might be some healthy for you to feel a little guilt about it, so you don't do it again. But that message that we carry with us into adulthood, that we're ashamed by something, that we are just bad people, is it turns us to it. It turns either inward, and we're gonna like avoid the world because we're so ashamed, and we're just gonna go lie in bed forever, or we're gonna turn it into anger, which unfortunately often happens, and then spread it out into the world, which can be really destructive. Guilt, again, hopefully spurs us on to be better, to do something different, to understand why we did that thing so that we don't do it again. If you want to hear more, read more about this, the social worker and speaker Brene Brown just got some great books, great TED Talks. She certainly focuses more on women, but certainly everything she said has helped me on understanding shame and guilt a little better for myself. Um, and in sessions when this comes up, what I really encourage people to do is kind of dive deep into where you got that message, where that first shame message began to come from, and really solidify. Because it's something that probably happened again and again and again. And it's a message not from you, from maybe it's a coach, maybe it's a teacher, maybe it's a parent, but something that was not letting you know that you made a mistake, you did something wrong, you're going to hold you accountable for that. But you are not a bad person, because that is incredibly the wrong message. I don't even know who you are, but you are not a bad person. You may be doing things that you need to be held accountable for, and maybe even feel guilty for. Shame gets in the way of all that, and in the way of all the growth, and it just pushes us away. Okay, thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.